Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Play, and HBO's The Last of Us series is about 2 episodes deep as of right now, I believe. I have absolutely no interest in watching this show because fuck Naughty Dog. I will never forget what they did during the whole Last of Us 2 bullshit that all went down a couple years ago, and just the way they completely destroyed this IP with that game. I've pretty much lost all faith in this IP. However, a lot of people are enjoying this show. That's their right, I mean, whatever. But it's been very successful to the point where it's actually increased sales of The Last of Us Part 1. I'm going to be very curious when the show gets to Part 2, and let's see if those sales can boost for that game as well. So The Last of Us game sales skyrocket amid the success of HBO's series. Now, you look at this picture of Joel and Ellie, and then you look at the HBO shows Joel and Ellie, and it's not even close. And I mean, this show's filled with race swaps anyway. So thanks to the success of the newly released HBO adaptation of the popular game series, The Last of Us gamers, new and old, are picking up copies of the nearly 10-year-old game, causing a major increase in sales for the beloved title. So Last of Us has begun airing on HBO with fans of the game, as well as general TV watchers already falling in love with the characters, the world, and the cinematography. So, in light of the success of the new TV adaptation, it appears that people are jumping back onto their PlayStations and booting up both Last of Us video games. Not only that, but thousands more are jumping in for the very first time as sales are skyrocketing. So, The Last of Us back up in the top 20 for UK game sales. As reported by Games Industry Biz, sales for the first game have skyrocketed lately, in the UK specifically. Last of Us Part 1 has now climbed back into the top 20 games for the region, with sales increasing by a staggering 238% week on week. Similarly, the remastered PS4 version of the first game has had a massive increase in sales with a 322% sales spike. Now, we did see something kind of similar, but I don't believe it was to this extent with Cyberpunk 2077. When Cyberpunk Edge Runners dropped, that game got a massive boost in players as well. So there we have the numbers there, and yep, there it is. So the numbers are impressive in their own right, but even more so when one considers how The Last of Us is almost a 10-year-old game. Yeah, it came out right towards the end of the PS3. In fact, a lot of people were calling it the PS3 swan song. And while sales for the second game haven't soared up to those numbers just yet, we'll be sure to keep you posted if the second title gets a similar treatment. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes down. However, given the controversial nature around Last of Us Part 2, there's a chance it's only the first game that players and the new fans will dive into. Well, only time will tell. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I still just don't have any interest in watching the show, but when they get up to introducing Abby and doing Last of Us Part 2 on the show, oh yeah, we'll see how people feel about the show then. But you tell me how you're feeling about this in the comments section down below. Be sure to subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Play and check out geeksandgamers.com, and I'll see you all in the next video.